Welcome to Crafty Clegs. My name is Jeanette Clegg and today I am coming to you from the northwest of England where I live with my husband Timothy and our little Shih Tzu Zach. Today is Sunday the 10th of September 2023 and currently in the UK we are experiencing a mini heat wave. I think this is probably going to be today. I think either today or tomorrow is going to probably be the last day, but we have had a beautiful week. I also wanted to say thank you very much to everybody who sent me such kind wishes. I have not been very well this week. I have had shingles. At first I did think that they was cold sores because I do suffer from them a lot, but no, unfortunately on the return home from my daughter's, I've been to stay at my daughter's in Frome while she went to a festival. I immediately went straight to the doctor's, managed to get in and immediately went straight to the doctor's, and the doctor said no, that's shingles, I'm afraid. A very, very mild dose, thank goodness, because I have had so many messages saying other people have had them or they know somebody has had them and it can be quite severe. But the doctor said if it stays there, then I might be okay, and it did. He gave me medication, I took antiviral medication and he gave me that. I was poorly. When I say poorly, I wasn't poorly, but I was off. I was definitely not my best self. Monday, I wasn't feeling so good when I travelled home on the train from Katie's, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, I was definitely not very, just not well at all. Thursday morning, I didn't feel so good, but gradually as the day went on, I felt a bit better. And then Friday, I definitely could see an improvement and so forth and so on. So the antiviral medication really did work. I was very, very lucky because it was a mild dose. I'm not going to get too near the camera because I have still got them all around my face here. But I have got, I don't know if you can see in the camera whether this is just one big patch of makeup, but I have covered them in makeup to try and disguise them because they're not the best looking things. So I wanted to come on today to just show you a few things that I'm working on, a few things that I've finished. Now, if you followed my little mini vlogs when I went to Frome, then you will probably have seen some of these. So if I'm repeating myself, I do apologise. But not everybody watches the vlogs, so I feel that I need to show everybody what I've been making. But I'm going to try and make it not so long today, just because, I'm trying to reserve my energy, if you like. I've got lots of things that I need to do. I am going away in a few weeks and I've got things to do for that. It's my daughter's and my daughter-in-law's birthday this week. It's Justina's, my daughter-in-law's birthday on tomorrow. And then at the end of the week, it's my daughter's birthday, Katie. So I've got things to do for that too. Anyway, I'm just going to get on and stop waffling. I'm drinking Vimto today, which I love. It's a very much a northern drink and it is in my glass. Now, who bought me this? I got this at Christmas time in a gift. Oh, I know who it was. It was Karen from Stitches and Jacks. I love my gnomes. Gnomes, toadstools. Excuse me, all sorts of things like that. So, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've finished. I haven't really got many finished items. And I think when you see these, you'll think, is that all you've done? But yeah, bearing in mind, I haven't been well. So I have made some acorns. This is a pattern off YouTube. It's a free tutorial on YouTube. I will link the tutorial to this in my description box below. And I'll also put all the places that you can find me. I forget all about things like that. Admin, they call it, don't they? I always forget. Everything I talk about today and all the places that you can find me throughout the internet will be in the description box below. So I have used a Sirdar Special DK and I can't remember what colour this is. I think it's either mustard but they've all got very nice names, haven't they? So I'm not sure. So I will link this tutorial down below, but I must tell you, it is actually a tutorial and it goes this way and it's for a little pocket bag, a little coin purse rather. So I have had to change it a little bit at the bottom, but if you are okay with crocheting, then you can do that, no problem. You just have to literally close the hole, which if you just get a needle and thread all the yarn through the hoops that you've got left and pull tight, that's good enough, it does it. So I made this colour and a wine, that's called claret, that's called toy, this is cream, and this one is a different one. This is again Special DK, but that is called heather, and this is, I don't know what colour that is, can't remember, but that's heather. And they are going in my fruit bowl downstairs. I am going to make some acorns to go with them, and then I'm going to scatter some fairy lights. So that's them. And then I was flipping through Instagram. Excuse me, itching my eye. I was flipping through Instagram when I was at Katie's and come across Steph from, oh, what's she called, our Steph? The Crafty Dragonfly. Steph from the Crafty Dragonfly had a picture of these on her Instagram page, and I went over and asked her where she'd got the pattern from. I'd love to make some. And it was from Kate from Just Pootling. And again, I made these at Katie's, so if you've seen them, I do apologise. But I have since dyed string, tea-dyed string, and put them on a string. So this is the best way that I can show you. I've put them on this card, and all they are is just a simple, and they are really, really simple. And again, I will link it down below, and you can find the pattern. It's free on Kate Pootling's Instagram page, and I've just wrapped them all around. I've just taped it there so you can see. And I want to make a few of these, maybe 3 I think I'd like to make, and they don't take too long at all, and like I say, the pattern's free. I have taken a little bit of footage which I will put in here. Aren't they lovely hung up and strung up? Well, I have got 3 shelves in my dining room, 3 wooden shelves, and I want them all on the shelves. So those are the little garland pumpkins that I have been making. And I used for this a Katona, she-piece Katona, and a 2.50, yeah, I think it were 2.5mm crochet hook. And then the next thing that I started when I was at my daughter's was my October flower fairy. I'll put a picture in here of the one that I'm going to be making. She is almost finished, but not quite. I have done everything I needed to apart from her wings. So here she is. Now, the only thing that I'm a little bit disappointed with is her hair. She looks very much like me, doesn't she? All bedraggled. This is how I look most of the time. But her hair colour isn't the right one. Now, I haven't got any dark mohair, and I did try to dye this, and as you can see, not very well. So I have not attached her hair. I'll show you. Let me show you. It's just strands like this. But I just thought I'd put it on to let you see. But I am going to get different. Oh, look at her without her hair, with her pixie ears. Can you see? I am going to get some other yarn because that just does not do her justice. So I might just have to use a normal brown 4-ply yarn, because I'm not going out and buying a ball of mohair just to do her hair. I just refuse to. It's because I don't use mohair and it's not cheap, and the colour that it calls for is a Rowan Kid Silk Haze, which I think are about £12 a ball now. And yeah, just to put a little bit of brown hair on there, I'm not doing that. So I've done a hat and I've put her ears on. I did this wrong, so I cannot. You were supposed to do this one row of the orange ear in the back loop, and I didn't read the pattern properly. So her arms are going to have to stay like that. And then you put this little bit of a frill on. So the only thing that she needs now is her 2 fairy wings and a hair. So hopefully I'll get that finished quite soon. But again, a bit fiddly to make, to be fair. They're all right, but I think you need to be an experienced amigurumi maker. And although I make a lot of amigurumi, I think some of this pattern, not just this one, but the book, I don't know where the book is. I don't know. But I think some of the patterns in the book are very difficult to understand if you're not au fait with amigurumi. But yeah, I mean, I intended to make one of these a month, and after I'd made the first one, which here she is, let me show you. This is the Christmas one. After I'd made this one, I thought, I'm not making any more of them. Oh, I did not enjoy it at all. But isn't she cute? Look. This one is, I don't think she's quite as cute. But anyway. Oh, I love them. I do love them, but I don't think I'll be making any more, like I say. Now I wonder where I got that from. Look at that's a good colour, isn't it? I wonder where I got that from. Now I'm thinking I might have some somewhere, you know, stashed away. Anyway, so I'm digressing. So all she's got left is her wings and her hair. So hopefully she'll be done next. I seem to have done nothing but really fall decorations, which is what I wanted to do. But I am a little bit behind with some of my Christmas decorations that I wanted to make. But it's still 23, isn't it? So I am having a stress-free 23 when it comes to my crafting. Yeah, I'm just doing what takes my fancy. So let me show you next. And again, those of you that have been round here a while will know I am making a Halloween wreath. And I am, I'd say, halfway through now. And here it is. I love it. So I completed the ghost. I made just the ghost when I was at Katie's, but I hadn't got the right colour for its hat. I'd forgot to take safety eyes, so I sorted that out when I come back, and we did his little moustache. I also did these candy corns and another grey spider. So, what's left? Well, I shall get the picture, or I'll put the picture up here and show you. Now, I don't mean to embarrass anybody when I talk about this, so if anybody is embarrassed, I do apologise. But here, not now, but when it's finished, here you have 2 miniature pumpkins, or the sweets, I can't remember what they are, and up here is sweets. So left to do is 2 lots of sweets and 2 miniature pumpkins. Now, the miniature pumpkins, I think I'm going to change up because I'll put the pattern in now and you can see what I mean. It resembles very much a lady's part, I think, the top of the pumpkin. And I just know that I'll either get some funny comments, funny looks, and especially with the children when they come. They just laugh at what I make anyway. They think it's hilarious. The older children, not the younger children. Our children, Tim and I's grown-up children, laugh at everything I make. Well, not everything, but yeah, probably more so Katie than anybody, which is surprising because she's a knitter and a crocheter. So I want to change up the pumpkins. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do pumpkins, but I'm not going to do what they've done for the stalk because I don't think it looks particularly... I just don't think it looks particularly good. I think it looks a bit like a woman's body part and I don't want it to look like that. Anyway, so here it is so far. So we've got 2 pumpkins, 2 sweets and the little gnome for the inside. Now they do have a ribbon at the top, a crocheted ribbon, and I don't like that. I'm not going to do that. So I'm either going to hang it by some really pretty ribbon or just put a bow on it. I haven't decided yet, because I do think by the time I get 2 pumpkins here and some sweets at the top with the gnome inside, I think it's going to be enough. I think just a nice piece of ribbon to hang it with is going to be enough. And there is actually as well 2 more little spiders to put in between. So we'll see. I did actually, where's that spare one? I did have a spare. Oh, and now I can't find it. Let me put it down a minute. I did have oh, here it is, a spare pumpkin. I made too many of these. I mean, it's not spare because I want to make another 2. But I did think they'd look quite nice, just dotted here, there and everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I thought them would be nice. So I think I might make some of them and put them on as well. In fact, hold on a second while I get a pin. I must have a pin somewhere, for goodness sake. I am a sewer. Bear with me. And we'll stick a pin in it and see what it looks like. And then you can tell me what you think. What do you think? I mean, ignore the black dot in the middle. But do you think they'd be nice there? It doesn't look right there, does it? Let's have a look what it looks like up at the ghost. Oh, yeah, I think they'd be quite nice scattered around, don't you? Oh, right. Well, might make some of them as well. Anyway, so that's my wreath so far. I will leave the link to this pattern below. I have used a number of things. It is... The polystyrene wreath is covered with sheepy's soft fun. The spider's web is sheepy's soft fun, and then these 2 spiders are Katona. The ghost is Katona, and the candy corns are Katona. So yeah, it's all basically sheepy's, Katona and soft fun. So I'm really pleased with that. So I'm trying to get that finished super quick because I want to get that up. So that's them. Let me put this pin away before I drop it on the floor and stand on it, or worse, it goes in poor little Zach's foot. The next thing I'm going to show you is my Knoll 9 patch. Excuse me. Again, where's the dog? If you bear with me a second. Oh. Gosh, it's so warm. I really could do with having my hair up. It is just too warm. Right, so I am working on my Knoll 9 patch. Now, I've only done 3 patches, and I am determined to get this finished for Christmas, if it's the last thing I do. So I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get my Halloween wreath finished, and I'm going to get my gnome finished. And then I think I'm going to leave my Halloween stuff on my fall decorations for a couple of weeks. I've still got my 2 candles that I'd like to make. I've put pictures up here of them if you've not seen them before. I've still got them that I want to make, and I really, really want to make them. I might make them when I go on holiday, I don't know. But I am really going to try and concentrate on this. So this is the first patch that I've done. So in the pattern, I'll put a picture of the pattern up somewhere, but in the pattern it is done, well, you'll see how it's done. Well, I've decided that I want to change mine up. So I'm going to have this square all over apart from the middle one. So I'm going to have this with the Lincoln in there. So that's one. And then I've done another 2. So this is one of these. It just needs joining together, but I am going to do a little video of how I do that. It's not going to be a tutorial, it's just going to be a video of how I do it. And I'm hoping to do that next week. Now I'm feeling better. I was hoping to do it this week, but I just didn't have the headspace or the energy. But I did let everybody know that there would be a delay in it because I wasn't very well. But anyway, I digress. So I need to join this like this. So that's 2 squares, the same. So that's that one for that corner and that one for that corner. So then we need one for in the middle. And the middle one, what I've done, again, this is, no, I need another one of these. And then I've got 3 squares. But where I have put in this one, in fact, if I turn it round, you'll probably be able to see it better. The back isn't very neat, so I have to tie in all the ends. So on the second row, I've changed it up from the Lincoln to, can't remember what this is called, but if you look on that side, can you see how it's different? So this is going to be my middle square with just that subtle difference there. So I'm going to do that on the top and the bottom, and then in the middle I'm going to do all the gifts. So I'm going to do normal granny squares and a gift, normal granny squares and a gift square. And then on either side of that, I'm going to do one in the Lincoln and one in that colour. It sounds very, very complicated. I'm really sorry, but in my mind, I know what to do. In my mind. So yeah, I have actually got now 3 squares made. So I need to crack on with that because I really, really want this one for Christmas. And I'd like to make a cushion as well with it, but anyway, I'm not pushing my luck. We'll see. Right, now, the other thing that I'm working on, let me show you. I've been working on a couple of things throughout this week when I haven't been feeling my best. I've been bored, sat doing nothing. I've slept a bit and then woke up and slept a bit and woke up. And I thought, I need to pick up something. And because it was so warm, it had to be cotton. So I decided I'd carry on with making me dad. It's not really my dad, but he looks very much like my dad. Grandpa, that's what I'm calling him. He's called Oppa. Oppa. But this is just what my dad looked like. Oh, my dad was gorgeous. I loved him. So I decided to carry on with a little bit of that. I've not done much because, yeah, I didn't have much energy. But last time I showed you this, anyway, he only had 1 leg. Well, now he's got, hold on, let me get there. He's got 2 legs. Here's his legs. And half of his swimsuit done. The camera isn't showing it very well, that colour. It's a nice bright blue, that, not that colour. Like, on the camera, it looks navy to me. Anyway, so this is how far I've got. I've done both his legs and half of his body. And now I think I have another, I don't know if it's 6. I have another 6 colour changes, so 12. I've got 12 more rows to do whilst I decrease, and then it's his neck, and then I have to do his head. So yeah, I mean, this has taken me a lot longer than things normally would, because my amigurumi, I can normally whiz through them because I absolutely love it, but I've been doing that much of different bits and pieces, and you do sort of forget what you're doing, don't you? And I'd forgotten all about this. Anyway, when I was rooting in my bags by the side of my sofa for something to do, I found Grandpa. So I thought, I'll carry on doing him. And because it was warm, the cotton was brilliant. He is done in Katona on a 2.5mm hook. And yeah, that's all I've got to tell you about him at the moment. He's going to be really big. I was actually quite surprised. He is actually going to be really, really big. I'd say, in fact, let me measure him. I've got my measuring mat down here in front of me. He is 8 inches and he's only up to his waist. So I think he's going to be quite a big grandpa. I did look to see if I was doing it wrong, but no, I'm not. I'm definitely not doing it wrong. So I've done a little bit of him. I'll slowly chip away at that and get that done. And what's in this one? I think this is what my fairy has been in. Yeah, so there's nothing in there to show you. And last but no means least, I have been working on my Hexagon cardigan. Now, normally I would stand up and put it on, but I am not putting this on. It is so warm. But I have got to the point now where I haven't joined the sleeves. I've hooked them together with stitch markers. But I am now on to doing the length. So you can actually see it's taking shape. Oh, I have to stand up, don't I? Mine, Zach. Zach, come on. Move out the way. Come on. Right, let me show you. So, this is a paid for pattern, but I think there's a lot of patterns online that you can use this with. I don't want to put it on because it's got the pins in and I don't want it to... Now, I said to Tim, I don't know whether to do this as a bomber jacket. I know that Dawn from Dawn's Days is making one of these, and Karen from Stitches and Jacks. And I think Dawn wants hers as a bomber jacket, like here. And I said to Tim, I don't know whether to do mine a little bit. I don't want it quite as short as probably Dawn's doing it, but I don't know whether to just do it like just past my belly, if you like. I don't know what to do. I did think I'd do it nice and long for the winter, but yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether follow the pattern and just do what it says, or fudge it as I'm going along. It's a bit of a weird shape, that, isn't it? I don't know. I don't make lots of garments, so I'm not 100% happy and sure that I'm doing it right. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Winter's coming and it will keep me warm, and that's all that matters. But it is so, so easy to do this. Really easy to work up. Oops. I'm using Style Craft Special DK and a 5mm crochet hook. So yeah, I'm liking it, but I've been trying to do a bit of work on that this week, but I finished one half of it and joined it together, but it's been so warm. But hopefully they're saying that the weather's, like I say, is going to break this week, so I'll be able to crack on with that. Excuse me, and I've had 3 incoming. Now, you all know that I want to make this. See, I've got that many fall items I want to make. I showed you this last time. That, and a little bit mixed up with another one I wanted to make. And this is a book by Kate Eastwood from Just Pootling. This is one of her books. It's the Garland book. But I want to make this one that I've shown to you. I really, really like this one. Mixed together with some of this. But I don't know as if I'm going to have... I just don't know if I've got enough time. But if I just did a few of them every now and then, they are literally, when you look at that, it is literally just flowers, acorns, and 1, 2, 3, 4 toadstools. Yeah, I bet I could do that, couldn't I? Anyway, my incoming is not the book. I ordered some wreaths. So, here they are. This is what I'm going to do. But they came in a pack of 3. So, I am going to do the one that I really want to do, that I've just shown you. And then I might make a Christmas one, and I might make an Easter one. I don't know, but I am going to make more than one because I've had to get them in a pack of 3. I can't remember where I got these from. I think it was Amazon, and I think they were about £12, something like that, for 3, which I thought was pretty reasonable. I mean, I suppose I could have made my own, but, well, yeah. I think to myself, life's too short, isn't it? So I bought them. So that was that. And then another thing that arrived whilst I was at Katie's. Excuse me, was my Pastel and Pops from Woolly Goodness. And this month's Pastels and Pops is Inside you will find 3 10-gram mini skeins dyed in the yellow pastel set on a 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Oh, the new box is already, the September box is out. So it's a yellow. So here is the, ooh, that's so delicate. Look at that. That is the stitch marker. And here are the 3 colours. They're very, very pastel, aren't they? Yeah, very nice. They are slightly different. I mean, it is only very, very slight. Yeah, you can't really. Anyway, so that was this month's club. Can you see a difference in? I can see a difference in that one. Ah, yes, you can, can't you? I've got all of, well, I've got September, October, November. I've got 4 months left. Oh, how nice. So I had that. Oh, I've got some exciting news to tell you. But I'll just show you this and then I'll tell you the exciting news. So, I don't know if any of you, I'm sure most of my subscribers will follow our Alex from My Yarny Corner. Alex has just released her first pattern, her sock pattern, and it is called the Puffle sock. I love that name, Puffle. Isn't that a nice word? And here it is. Now, I am not a massive sock maker, as you know. I love socks. I'm just not very good at making them. I'm much better at crocheting toys and making toys. But I really like the look of these. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to support Alex and I'm going to buy a sock pattern. And she's also doing a make-along. Now, I can't remember what it's called. It's something to do with Halloween. And the rules are very, very... what's the word I'm going to use? Slack. So basically anything goes, I think is what she said. But I really wanted to make these. I really like the look of them. And it's obviously to do with Halloween. Now, I wanted orange and purple. And I have searched my stash high and low. And I haven't got any purple. So I'm going to do orange and grey. Now, she did say, if you want to do it in pink, because you think pink is a cracking colour for Halloween, that's what you can do. So I think orange and grey is a lovely colour for Halloween, and so I can take part. That is how easy the rules are. So I want to make these Puffle socks. Have I not got a lot on? I do overstretch myself, but hey, isn't that what crafting's all about, having too much? So this is Alex's first sock pattern. And like I say, I love the name and I love the style of it. So please go over and support Alex. Whether you're a sock maker or not, just go over and give her a like and, you know, share her. All that kind of thing helps us little channels. So yes, I might cast these on tonight. And Alex has also got on her website, Alex has a website, I'll leave that link for you down below. Alex also on her website has got a really good vanilla sock pattern, and it's free. And she said that there's things in there that she wished she knew about when she'd first started making socks. So yeah, go over and give Alex a little bit of love. Share the love, won't you? And that's all I've got to show you this week, really. There's not... I have been making some journals, but I don't really want to show them to you because they're all gifts. And I will take pictures of them and maybe do a bit of a flip through before I gift them. But that will be over on my other channel. And that is what I want to thank you for. I have had, in my last video, I was saying that I wanted to carry on, I think, making videos on my crafting channel because I love making junk journals, and I don't really want to mix up the junk journals with my knitting, sewing and crocheting because not everybody wants to wants to see that. So I've decided that I am going to carry on with my other channel, but the name just isn't rolling off the tongue and sitting right. Sorry, my fringe is all. So I asked you lovely lot to come up with some names. And I've not chose one yet because I don't want to rush into anything, because once I've chosen it, it's staying like that and I'm never going to change it again. So I want to make sure I get it right. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who has sent suggestions. I've had some really good ones. I've had some that are quite simple, but I agree with the thought behind it. There's some really funky ones. There's just some really nice ones. It's going to be a really difficult call to what to change it to. So yeah, thank you very much. And the other exciting news, well, I think it's exciting. Timothy has been very kind to me this week and bought me, are you ready for this? 2 advent calendars. So, you will all know that I am really friendly with Dawn. Dawn is my bestie from the Netherlands. Me and her, I've visited her and she comes over here and you'll have seen her on our podcasts and one thing and another. Anyway, I am waffling. At Christmas time, her company always buys her this beautiful advent calendar from Rituals. And I love Rituals, but it's an expensive shop. And so I don't really shop there very often. Anyway, Tim was out and about the other day in Manchester. And he went in and said to them, are the advent calendars out yet? And they said, no, unfortunately they're not. They're here, but we can't put them out until, I don't know, whatever date it was. They could show them to the customer, but they couldn't display them on the shelf. I know, it's quite strange that, isn't it? So he said, can I have a look? Anyway, to cut a long story short, he has bought me a Rituals advent calendar. I was beyond thrilled when he came home. And I mean, I've been wanting one for a few years. And like I say, they are quite pricey. And Tim said, I said to him, what have you done this for? Well, he says, you've had a bit of a miserable time and, you know, we haven't had a holiday this year because of the dog and one thing and another. He said, I just thought, what the heck, let's treat her. So I am so excited about that. It's tucked away nicely in our spare bedroom. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have had a bit of a read of the package and I know I shouldn't have done. So I know a couple of things that are in there, which, I can't wait. And then the other thing, I have, and I'm sure I've shown you before, I have a magazine every month called Daphnes, no, it's not every month, it's every other month, called Daphnes Diary. I'll get you one to show you, bear with me. I have to be careful not to run over Zach's feet. He wouldn't thank me for that. So let me show you. Oh, these are just absolutely stunning and I love them. I have this every 2 months and it's called Daphnes Diary. It's an absolute, I've shown you these before, it's a beautiful magazine. I absolutely love flicking through it. It's aimed for crafters because there's lots in it that you can use in junk journaling, well, anything. You can fussy cut out the pictures. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. It really is a stunning magazine. So I went onto the website. I don't know why I went onto the website. I think I was looking for washi tape. And I went onto the website and they've got an advent calendar. A Daphnes Diary advent calendar. Well, my little eyes lit up. Anyway, I thought, well, it's now or never. He's being really nice to me this week. I don't know what I've done, but I'm going to take the treating gracefully and say thank you very much. So I thought, what have I got to lose? What have I got to lose if I ask him? So I says to him, darling, you know, like you do. And he looked at me and said, yes. I said, I'm just flicking through the internet. I said, and you'll never guess who's got an advent calendar out. He said, no, I would never guess. It's so dry at times. I said, Daphnes Diary have an advent calendar. And it just went like this. How much? I said, well, you know, it's not cheap, blah, 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 but I'd really, really like one. Can I have one? And he just went, yeah, if you want one, get one. And I was like, and you know how you think, oh, now I feel bad, but that was really glad underneath. I said, are you sure? Yeah, he said, just get it. He said, order it or I'll change my mind. So I pressed that button and I got that advent calendar ordered. Quick sticks I did. So I have been so spoilt this year. I have got 3 advent calendars. I know, I cannot believe it. And I just said to him, I really am so grateful. So I've got my Toft advent calendar. I've got my Rituals advent calendar and a Daphnes Diary. So yeah, I have been so spoilt. It doesn't often happen this, so please don't think that I'm getting all my own way in a bag to put it in, because that's not what it's always like. It isn't. He normally buys me my Toft Advent for Christmas. That's normally my Christmas gift, and I am ever so grateful for that, because I enjoy each and every day of that. It's a fantastic, absolutely fantastic calendar. But yeah, to have an additional Rituals one and then icing on the cake. So yeah, please don't think I'm spoiled, and because I'm not normally spoiled. This is just an exception. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, and of course I will be sharing them all with you through December. Anyway, it's not even October yet, and I'm talking about Christmas. So I am going to go. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea. I don't know what I'm doing this afternoon. I still haven't got full strength energy back. You know what I mean? I mowed the lawn this morning, and I had to sit down for half an hour, and I got up really early this morning, and we've got big trees at the front of our house here, and they're all starting to shed the leaves, and I always sweep them up because they look so untidy. And so at 7:30 this morning I was sweeping up leaves. But yeah, I feel tired now. So I might just have a cup of coffee, an hour's knitting, and then I don't know what. Anyway, I'm waffling. So thank you very, very much for joining me. If you are new round here, thank you very, very much for subscribing and watching my channel. Each and every one of you are always, always appreciated. If you do enjoy watching me, please don't forget to press that like button and subscribe if you're not. It does help my little channel grow. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I shall see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.